it's
So, Art, from a law enforcement perspective, that's your training. How do you make sense of this? How can someone disappear without a trace?
On the frigid night of February 9th, 2004, the snow-covered roads of Haverhill, New Hampshire, became the backdrop for one of the most perplexing disappearances in modern American history. A young woman, seemingly on the cusp of rebuilding her life, vanished into the icy darkness, leaving behind nothing but a wrecked car, a trail of tantalizing clues, and a slew of unanswered questions. Maura Murray, a 21-year-old nursing student at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, had no known enemies, no clear motive to run, and no signs of foul play. Yet she disappeared so completely that even seasoned investigators were left bewildered.
The disappearance of Maura Murray is a heartbreaking mystery in the White Mountains of New Hampshire. Over the years, there have been many searches, but no sign of Maura Murray has ever been found. And now, on this 8th anniversary of the case, these disturbing videos appear, adding yet another layer of heartache for this devastated family.
This is part of a disturbing video that appeared on a YouTube channel belonging to someone named 112 Dirtbag. Maura Murray's car crashed on Route 112 in Haverhill, New Hampshire 8 years ago. The man in the video maniacally laughs for a minute, then stops, winks, and then this message, "Happy anniversary." But there was also this video on 112 Dirtbag's YouTube channel, a ski lift ticket for Bretton Woods Ski Resort. Bretton Woods is about an hour away from the scene of Murray's car accident. The lift ticket dated February 11, 2004, 2 days after Maura Murray disappeared. John Healy is a retired New Hampshire State Police lieutenant who has searched for Maura on a volunteer basis. He believes the two videos are a cruel prank.
I've been investigating this as a volunteer with 8 or 9 other people since 2006. This has no credibility.
The cracks in Maura's seemingly ordinary life began to show in the days leading up to her disappearance. On February 5th, she was caught using a stolen credit card to order food. While it was a minor offense, it hinted at a hidden side to her life, one overshadowed by stress and secrecy. Then on February 7th, Maura borrowed her father's car and crashed it during a late-night drive. This accident left her visibly shaken. Was she grappling with something deeper? That question would linger long after she vanished. The day she disappeared. On February 9th, Maura emailed her professors, claiming a family emergency and stating she'd be out of town for a week. There was no emergency. Instead, she packed up her belongings, stuffing her dorm room into boxes, and printed out directions to Vermont and New Hampshire. Around 3:30 p.m., Maura withdrew $280 from her bank account, almost emptying it. She purchased alcohol, including a box of wine and a bottle of Kahlua, and hit the road. Her destination? Unknown. At 7:27 p.m., Maura's black Saturn skidded off Route 112 and struck a snowbank. A nearby resident called 911 to report the accident, and a school bus driver stopped to offer assistance. Maura declined help, assuring him she had already called for roadside assistance. This was a lie. By the time police arrived, just 7 minutes later, Maura was gone. The theories won, fleeing a troubled life. Some believe Maura intentionally disappeared. The hasty packing, her evasive emails, and the alcohol purchases suggest she may have been planning an escape. But where was she headed, and why? 2. Foul play. Others suspect she fell victim to a predator. Route 112 is a rural, isolated stretch of road. Could someone have picked her up under the guise of helping, only to harm her? 3. An accident in the wilderness. The area surrounding the crash site is unforgiving. Dense woods, steep terrain, and sub-zero temperatures. Could Maura have wandered into the wilderness, disoriented and unprepared? 4. A tragic encounter. A chilling detail surfaced years later when locals claimed to have seen a man acting strangely near an abandoned home not far from the crash site. Could Maura have stumbled upon something sinister that sealed her fate? Despite search teams combing the area, cadaver dogs tracing her scent, and amateur sleuths dissecting every detail of her life, Maura's disappearance remains unsolved. Her family clings to hope, but as the years stretch on, the unanswered questions multiply. Why did she leave Amherst? Who was she planning to meet, if anyone? And most haunting of all, where is Maura Murray now? In the silence of the New Hampshire woods, only the trees know the answer. And they're not telling.